Hey guys, we've got a new event in NHL 20. The free agency event kicked off this week with a ton of new cards and some serious end game guys as well. Some guys that you are going to be able to use on your squad for basically the rest of the year. And man, the card art for these Master Set guys is incredible. So let's break down all of the sets, cards, and the event for free agency. All right, so we'll kick things off with the 90 overall cards for this, and you can acquire these in a choice set by getting 5 free agency collectibles. You basically do those in the offline hut challenges. If you do 5 of them, you'll get a choice of one of these 3, and we'll start with the 90 Wade Redden. So again, 6'2", 210. He has a great build. Also 96 skating, which isn't terrible. Also has X, and if you get SP on your team, which almost everyone would have at this point, it's going to make up for the fact that he's only, 96 skating. His shot, a little bit left to be desired, but again, on defense, guys, if you watched my how to build your, a hut team for competitive play, or at least, to help you win a little bit more, you want to look at speed and then size for defenseman and then shot last. So this is a fine defenseman card, especially at 90 overall with his build at 6'2", 210. Great card, in my opinion, for this range, and probably the one I would select if you had the choice set. You've also got the choice between the 6'3" Milan Lucic. He's got 96 skating as well, with 99 balance, which is nice. He's also got 97 body checking. His shot, again, same kind of thing, a lot to be desired there at 90 power, 82 accuracy, and his awareness stats are pretty low. Now, his build is fantastic for a forward, and he's got a ton of synergies, but so does Redden. In my opinion, I would still choose Redden over Milan Lucic for this set specifically. And then we've got the Curtis Joseph 90 overall. I love Cujo as a kid growing up in Southern Ontario. He was one of my favorite goaltenders when he was a Leaf. Just, again, same kind of thing I've said all year long. Just 5'11", not going to be usable. You're just going to be super frustrated with him. So it would be a hard pass for me, although he would be a great backup goaltender just because of all of the synergies. He's got 4 to 1T, 2 to SP, FB, TK, all of the great synergies. So he would be a fantastic backup goaltender. But among these 3 that you get from doing the offline challenges, I would definitely choose Wade Redden. Then onto the cards that you can pack. We've got the 91 overall Tampa Bay Lightning, Braden Coburn. Honestly, Coburn's been one of the best cards in terms of versus for the last 5-6 years. 96 skating, again, shot isn't very good, but it's 6'5", 223. Again, with SP and whatnot, the skating is going to be great. He's got 91 defensive awareness, so he'll be able to intercept those passes. This is a great 90 overall range left defenseman. 6'5", 223 with high 90 skating is what you are looking for. This is a great card. I'm curious to see what he is on the market. Because, again, his build is just so good for this. 70K, 100% worth it, in my opinion. This would be a great card for anyone looking to get into the 90s in terms of defensemen. Then we've got the 92 overall, Kevin Shattenkirk, 6 foot, 200 pounds with 99 skating, and his shot is a little bit more improved at 92 power, 84 accuracy. Again, a little bit better defensively in terms of his awareness stats, puck control, passing, all of that, and his skating is better than Coburn, but at 6 foot, I would much rather have him, although he is a right-handed shot. Nothing wrong with this card at all. Again, he's got good speed and a decent shot, but he's only 6 foot. There are better options at right D, but you could definitely do worse. This one, if I did pack him, though, unless he would be my first, my best right-handed defenseman, I would probably pass. I would sell him for the coins. And then we've got the 92 overall Braden Coburn. Again, 6'5", 223. Obviously, he's slightly better. Again, just what I said about the Tampa Bay version. This is a fantastic card. One of the best builds that you can get for left-handed defenseman, and he's significantly cheaper because he's low 90s. Not really much else I could say. Just a great build. Then we've got the St. Louis Blues version of Kevin Shattenkirk. Again, a little bit better shot. It's the same kind of thing, though. The 93 version, obviously, his stats are fantastic in terms of what you're looking for. But again, same thing. 6 foot, right-handed shot. He's going to fit the mold of Erik Karlsson. You want a little bit bigger, but there's no problem with it. 6 foot is kind of the cutoff. And with all the synergies and whatnot, not a bad card at all. I still think I would rather sell him and then see what I could get in terms of an upgrade. Then we've got the 93 overall Chicago Blackhawk, Robin Lehner, 6'4", 240. Man, he's a big boy. A good build at 92 glove high positioning and aggression. Again, that kind of build that you're looking for. And he is 6'4", which is kind of the cutoff for what you were looking for in goaltenders. So I would try him out. I don't think he's going to be anything crazy. But again, with all the synergies and the fact that he's 6'4" with his stats, this is a fine goaltender card. Fits right along the mold of Mike Smith. Then we've got the New York Islander version. Again, just the same kind of situation here, but depending on who your favorite team is. But yeah, his stats are slightly better. But again, 6'4" is a fine option. Then we've got the 94 overall Adam Graves. Man, there are so many Adam Graves cards. But I mean, again, at 6 foot, it's nice. He is going to be a winger for you. He's obviously his draws are only 87 as a winger. He's got decent skating at 97 across the board, and then mid-90s shot. His shot's really nice, and his hand stats are around 95. There's a lot better options, but you could do worse. I'm curious to see what his value is right now at the 94 version. As to see 120K for that one. 120 isn't terrible, but I mean, I bought the 96 Timo Meier for like 150. So just keep that in mind. Watch the pricing. There's just nothing super special about the Adam Graves cards. Then we've got the 94 overall Sergei Gonchar, 6'2", 210, good build, decent skating for this stage. And when I say decent, for this stage of the game, everything's 99 at this point. 96 skating, but he does have 4 to SP. His shot is great for a defenseman in the mid-90s. Awareness is almost perfect. This is a really good left-handed defenseman card. You could do a lot worse, and he's someone I would definitely target if you were, again, looking for this same kind of range. Taking a look at what he actually costs right now, just because I'm kind of curious. 200, yeah, like if he got down to like 170, I would definitely pull the trigger, but around 200K is about where I would see his value. And we've got the 95 overall Thomas Plekanec, 5'11". He's got great speed at 99 across the board. This would just be a hard sell for me because there's so many better options. This have 97 on the draw, but I would rather take the coins and then look for a bigger upgrade. He just, his build isn't going to be anything crazy for you. So yeah, if you're looking to upgrade, I would definitely, if I packed him, I would just sell and take the coins for sure. The 95 version of Adam Graves, a little bit better, to be honest with you, because he does break into that almost 99 skating, and his shot slightly improves as well. But same kind of thing. There is still a lot of options for you for left-handed wingers specifically, and at only 6 foot, again, nothing that's just outstanding. But this is kind of the point where if I packed him, he's going to do fine for you. I might keep him. You'd have to see what you could get for him, and if you have enough coins in your bank already to go for an upgrade at left wing. That's substantial. And the 96 version, Thomas Plekanec, same kind of thing. Like, his stats are all, like, great, like, in terms of skating. His shot is okay with the accuracy being 91, and his faceoffs hit 98. But, again, just like, he's basically got the Sidney Crosby mold. It's just, and I'm not a big fan. I have the team of the season Crosby, and you just don't notice them. That's the thing. A lot of these cards is, you get these high-end rated cards, but you just don't notice them, and it's because they don't have that high-end build. So this would be still a sell for me. There's just way too many good center options for you. The 97 Wade Redden is a fantastic left-handed defenseman card. Again, 99 skating across the board. He's got 98 shot power. The accuracy a little bit left to be desired, but the awareness is perfect. Body checking, puck control is all great. This is the Wade Redden I think of when in terms of back when I was a kid. He was fantastic for the Senators, and his build for this is very, very good. This would be a card I would look for. There's still a few better options. I'd much rather have the Jay Bouwmeester, Hedman, still the 93 Chara, but at 6'2", 210, and 99 skating with a 99 shot power, basically, great card all around. And we've got the 97 upgrade Milan Lucic, and at 6'3" with 99 skating and 97 shot power. Again, for a winger, you want to have good accuracy so you can pick those corners, which he's only got 89 of, but his build is so good that you could do a lot worse. At 99 body checking, his awareness is, again, just touching 90, which is okay. But yeah, he's got a great build for a winger card, the Boston Bruins version of Milan Lucic. And then the 97 version of Curtis Joseph, 5'11". Again, his stats are great, but you're just going to get torn apart up top. This would be a pass for me. Then we've got the 98 overall Artemi Panarin for the Blue Jackets, 5'11". I haven't really enjoyed our Artemi Panarin cards. I know a lot of people have. Again, it's just the build. He's so slender, but if you're someone who likes to score off the rush, you kind of straight line, you don't go left and right when you're trying to break out of the zone, things like that. This is the kind of card you're looking for, and he's obviously just going to be absolutely deadly with his shot, so keep that in mind, but this is going to really come down to the player that's using him, not so much, the build, because his build isn't very good for NHL 20, but he's obviously going to be devastating with that shot. And then the 98 Sergei Gonchar, just like I said before, his build is so good, and he's got basically a 99 slap shot, across the board. This is one of the better left-handed defenseman cards in the game. Very, very good. There's not much else you can say here. He's just an absolute force and a card that I would watch out for, absolutely. Then we've got the 99 overall Mats Sundin. Got a ton of questions about this, if you should do the upgrade. Mats Sundin is a end game build at center. 6'5", 231. He's huge. The only problem is he's right-handed. I know a lot of people like myself don't like right-handed centermen, but he's just gigantic, and he's got 99 stats across the board. This is one of the best, if not the best center in the game. I'm going to do an update to my best cards in terms of every position. He's going to be extremely high. If not number one, he's going to be number two probably. So keep that in mind. If you have the Mats Sundin, 100% do the upgrade. This is just a fantastic card. You're going to really, really do well with him. And then we've also got the 99 version for the Leafs. Obviously, when you think about Mats Sundin, you think about him as the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, again, not really much difference here, but just, an all-out beast at center. Then we've got the Colorado Avalanche version of Teemu Selanne. I haven't really liked Teemu Selanne as much as I did in NHL 19. He was one of the most sought-after cards. I remember the $100 choice or $100 packs where you could get him early on, and he was just an absolute, just beast. But again, at 6 foot, it's nothing crazy. But he's got perfect stats essentially across the board that you really can't complain. And at right wing, there's much better options for 99 right wingers, but it's Teemu Selanne. So this is a really cool card, and you're not going to be disappointed with him. Much like Artemi Panarin, his stats are so good that he can make up for the fact he's only 6 foot. And then we've got the Anaheim Duck version. Again, nothing different other than the card art here, but just an absolute beast in terms of stats. So it all is going to depend if you've liked him early on in the game. Then we've got the 99 version of Artemi Panarin for the New York Rangers, and same situation, guys. Like, it's just his stats are going to be absolutely perfect. It's just if you can handle the fact he's under 170 pounds and he's just really small. If you're shifty, if you like going straight line and just burning guys, then this is kind of the winger for you. And then we've got the Master Set, guys, the 99 overall Bernie Nichols. I got to say, the card art is absolutely fantastic. But again, nothing to really write home about. He's got 99 skating, everything's 99. So, but at 6 foot 185, obviously, like I've said this whole time, is that you can do much better in terms of build. But he's not bad at all. Like, you're not going to be disappointed. And he's going to be a top center for you. A lot of players are going to use him, but like if we're going to tee them up, like I'd much rather have Kopitar or the 99 Sundin than this Bernie Nichols. But just, man, what an awesome card art in my opinion. And then we've got the 99 overall Brian Campbell. I hated him when he went to Chicago after he was a Shark for half a season. He's got the S synergy basically by himself, 2 to X as well. Perfect stats for a defenseman, but again, I've said this all year long. 5'10", you're really not going to be able to deny zone entry at all. If you pair him with a big boy like Brent Burns or Pietrangelo or Rob Blake, then you're in business because you're going to have someone that can just absolutely rock the net from the point. If we're choosing between the two, I honestly don't know who I'd pick because there's so many good centermen, and in terms of 99 defensemen, there's obviously not as many. I would probably go Brian Campbell, but in terms of just Master Set guys, these are both kind of just how the game is played, not really significant, but you can't be upset here. Brian Campbell is a great card, just for the fact that nostalgia, but the 99 shot and everything else is just really good. You're going to be able to rip them from the net. All right, guys, so now let's go through the sets. Obviously, same thing, 50 golds for a gold collectible. Nothing really changed there. The 2 gold players for an increased chance. I actually like this because so many people have so many silver items like myself, and there's just really, doing that set or whatever, it's like, you're for the gold reroll is nothing crazy. So I do think that you should do this as much as possible because I actually got in the last event, I actually got a card from it. So it does give you an increased chance. We'll do one here. I doubt I get anything, but it is what it is. So, okay. But it's definitely worth it, in my opinion, for the silver rerolls. I think you should do that every time that you can. It's definitely worth it. Moving on here. So let's talk about the value for the Bernie Nichols and Campbell. You're looking at 17 gold collectibles, and again, you just have to do the math. If gold collectibles are going for like 45,000, you're looking at 765,000 in terms of value. I really don't think that either of these cards is worth that much. Obviously, if you have someone tradable, that kind of makes up for it. But I don't think I would go all out to make these, and they're gonna make everyone's team unless you have one of like the those best end teams that have every single 99. But if you're gonna spend this much 765,000 in terms of value, I just wouldn't. I think that there's going to be other options, and even in this set that is more worth it. So then you could do the 15 for a choice of one of three. Guys, I really wouldn't recommend doing it. There's a few cards that are, obviously super, worth the value, because you're looking at about, 500K to make this. And if you get stuck with like a lower end card, you're in a really rough shape. I mean, if you get the Sundin though, then you just made bank. But I would avoid this one in terms of risk. Like, it just doesn't make any sense for you to do it. In terms of the upgrade sets, let's talk about these. So if you have the 95 flashback Wendell Clark, I would definitely do this set, because I don't think the Wendell Clark holds up at all at this stage of the game. If you have this and then it costs, another 6 gold collectibles, I think anyone should do this, because, again, when it comes to the two options, the Brian Campbell is definitely usable because of his shot. I don't think his build is awful, but I definitely think that's worth it. The other option here would be the Keith Tkachuk. Again, I really didn't like those flashback cards. I still think that might actually be a decent value for you as well. The 99 Sundin, this is the questions I get the most. You 100% should do this set. The 99 Sundin, like I said, is the best center that's released right now. There will not be enough cards that come out to bump him out of your lineup ever. If you have this Sundin, please do this set. Save up for it. That is 100% the best release in this set. Then we've got the 97 to 99 Solani. I actually, again, because his build isn't any crazy, if you only have 4 and, if you're not hut rich, then, and you have this Solani, then I probably would do it, because you're not going to save, if you don't think that you're going to be able to save up to get like 15, I would probably do it, because the Solani is still, good, for a 99, I would probably do that. And then we've got the choice set. If you trade in, the 3, Milan Lucic, Wade Redden, and Curtis Joseph, you can then get a choice from any of the week 1s. I don't know if I would do that. Just, I guess there's enough cards where I would probably do that. Again, this would depend on your team build. If those two, if Wade Redden and Lucic make your team, then I'd probably just hold on to them, to be honest with you. And then you can trade in 5 free agency collectibles for a jumbo premium pack. I wouldn't do that. I would, unless you're, a very, very good, your team is stacked. But if you're a free-to-play team and, you could use the Wade Redden specifically, I would save up do the weekly offline challenges and get this Wade Redden. I think that would be, definitely a good value for you there. So, guys, let me know what you think of the free agency event. Again, that Sundin is absolutely money. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And if you haven't already, guys, please subscribe to the channel. The daily content for Hockey Ultimate Team and NHL and other sports games is not going anywhere. So please subscribe. It would really help me out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.